Welcome back, Mr. Blaze Bayley.
Hello.
Hello, Blaze.
Hello.
All right, good.
Good. Thank you for your time, Blaze. How are you doing?
Okay.
Thank you. Let me introduce our interview today. Hi, everyone that is here with us today, live in this interview with Mr. Blaze Bayley. We are again the Metal Talks program, and today is a special one because we have Blaze Bayley here with us. Okay, Mr. Blaze Bayley, thank you for being here with us today. I want you to know that having you here today is a great step for this channel. Okay, we here all heavy metal and your career lovers, so I am very grateful for your time, and be sure that you are making our lives happier today and also contributing a lot to our work. So I hope we can contribute as well too with you now. So thank you, and thank you 100 times. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. The first question we want to ask you, Blaze, is you launched a new album this year. It is called War Within Me, a very good, heavy, and encouraging album. Could you please explain a little about that concept behind the album, please?
Well,
yes, this one.
Within Me is an important album for me. It's the first one since my trilogy, and it's 10 songs. And what I wanted to do was make an album that would feel very positive for my fans, wherever they are. Something that people would put on and listen to, and afterwards they would feel better. And that's the idea behind War Within Me. The first part is me against me. So everybody has these problems, and sometimes the negative, self-destructive side of your personality will try to take over away from the positive, responsible, truthful side of your personality. And that's the war. Trying to fight the darkness of self-destruction and idleness, and trying to be active and positive and responsible for your own life. That's the war within me. And it's a war or a battle or a fight that we all have at some point in our lives, I feel. So this was the idea for that song, and overall the album. I wanted to help my fans fight their own self-destruction when they feel hopeless. I wanted them to feel that they weren't alone, because that is the way that my fans made me feel when I felt hopeless. They supported me and encouraged me and pre-ordered my album when I had nothing and it felt impossible. Still, my fans stuck with me and supported me and made it possible for me to become an independent record label, an independent artist doing what I feel is right for me in my heart. And my fans have been a part of this incredible journey. And I am so lucky and so grateful that I have this incredible support from my fans around the world.
You're mute, Will.
Great. Thank you, Blaze. It was an amazing job. We all here listening to your album, and it was an amazing album. We have another question from Felipe here. Please, Felipe.
So hi, Blaze. Yeah, truly amazing in a record, an independent record. Like, yeah, congratulations on that. And that's for your next years. Yeah, you just released an album. So what can we expect from you, from Blaze Bayley, as a career and a rock star from now on? Is there something that you want to do that you never done before? Is that something I don't know that you really wanted to do before you retire from your career? Something that we can expect in the future?
Well, Felipe, I'm living my dream right now. I'm a full-time professional heavy metal singer, and I'm making my own albums. I'm a completely independent artist, and the only people that support me are my fans. I'm living the dream. So when my fans say they don't want to listen to me anymore, that's when I retire. But now it's starting to become safe to do small concerts in the UK. So now we start at the end of August, the Stone Dead Festival, then small shows up until December. And then we hope that it's safe to go outside the UK next year and start going back to places. And these songs here on War Within Me, they mean so much to me that I really want to sing some or all of these songs live for my fans, because they were in my mind and in my heart when I was writing the album with Chris Appleton. I'm also working with my old band Wolfsbane. We are making a new Wolfsbane album with the free time that we've had, and it is sounding incredible. That could come out next year. Very, very exciting times for me.
And we're very excited as well to see concert about a new tour, new album, and of course, listen to Wolf's Band again. It's awesome. Thank you, Blaze.
And if it will depend on us, we'll never retire, Blaze. So
thank you very much. Thank you.
Next question here is from Luis. Please, Luis.
Hi, Blaze.
Hello, Louis.
How are you?
Okay.
As you said in the first question, your message reached millions and millions of hearts and soul around the world.
Well, no, Louis, it doesn't. It's just a few thousand people.
It's
I'm a
true.
very small artist. Maybe you are my fan and you want me to reach millions. And I love you for that, Louis. But the truth is, I'm a very small artist. I'm not famous in the whole world. Only a few people know about me. I have a few thousand fans, but they are loyal, wonderful fans that support me and make it possible for me to live my dream. If I had millions of fans, then I would probably buy a bigger motorcycle.
Okay, but do you know how do you blessed you are, and how do you feel facing this responsibility to send us a positive and hope message in this darkness, in the darkest ages that we are facing now?
Well, for me, I am returning the respect and love that my fans have given to me. In this darkness, in this apocalypse, I wanted to do something that would help my fans tell parts of my own story and use the words that I use in my own life to try and help me stand up and take a step forward. So that was a responsibility that I felt for me. My fans ask nothing except that I do my best, and they hope they will hear the best that I can do with each song and with each album. And with this album, because of where we are in history right now, for me, the responsibility became more serious and bigger than it was before. Because concerts got postponed and then cancelled, all of that extra time we used to make the album as good as it could be. Keep going back. Is that the right part? Is that the right part? Is this finished? Is that finished? Does this sound right? Is this drum getting in the way of this word? Is this bass at the wrong frequency? Should we have a part somewhere else? Does this clash with this? Does the emotion and power and passion come through when we listen on the speakers and the headphones? That was what we did. Chris Appleton and me writing and producing the album together. No one outside had any influence or comment on what we were doing. It was us, and we were doing it for our fans.
Great.
Great, Blaze. Thank you. And we have some examples of albums that help people on with disease. So it's very nice what you're doing. Next question here is from Daniel. Please, Daniel, go ahead.
Hi, Blaze.
Hello, Daniel.
How are you?
Okay.
Okay. Blaze, it's great in talking you. As an old fan, I'm honored, and I'd like to congratulate you for such long and successful career. And thank you for being here. And my question is, we all know that you are a very nice guy and loved by your fans. But what is the recipe for having a loyal fan base that has followed you for all these years?
I don't know. To me, it feels like an accident. I'm very, very lucky. I don't know really why people want to listen to my albums. I do my best. I express myself as an artist. I write about things that interest me or things in my life. But I don't really know. I'm just very, very lucky that people do listen to me. I'm very lucky.
We are lucky.
We are
Yeah,
lucky.
yeah,
Yes,
I agree.
exactly.
We are lucky.
High quality songs. I think that's one of the greatest subjects of the way that fans choose you and have loyalty to you. We have another question here It's from Robson, but Robson who could not be here with us today, so I will read it to you.
Okay.
Okay. He wrote, I had the opportunity to be in some shows you made here in Brazil, and two of them are shows you made with Tim Ripper Owens and Paul Dayano. Two presentations that I hold in my heart. Are we going to have the opportunity of a singers union tour like that again?
I don't know. That was something of its time. We were all free at those moments, so it came together. Now, Tim is busy, Paul is in hospital, and I am very busy with my War Within Me album and making a new Wolfsbane album. And when it's possible to tour, I want to go and perform live again. I don't know what the future holds. I don't think it's good to live in the future. Plan for the future. Take steps that when the future comes, you're prepared. But live today. This is all we have. Enjoy the small moments that we have today. Hope that we get to the future, but don't live there. That is my philosophy. I had a lot of pain and disappointment in my past because I lived in the future, waiting for the future, looking at the future, and I did not appreciate the wonderful things that were around me at that time. So now, take each day and squeeze the juice out of it if you can. And if it's a tough day, just try to survive it and get to the next day. But don't live there thinking everything will be better. And don't live there thinking, if only I didn't make that mistake. All we have is now, here, talking to each other, opening our hearts, having friendship and music, and hopefully truth, honesty, responsibility, and a way forward together.
Perfect, Blaze. Thank you. Very inspirational. We can say live the day, live today as it is the last day of your life,
No,
right?
no, that's
No?
not what I said.
Okay.
That's not what I said. That is wrong. And I would never say that. It's completely wrong. Do not live every day as if it is your last. That's wrong. Because if the end is coming, I'm not talking to you guys. I'm going to go and have sex with a woman. Right? I don't want to talk to you.
Right.
If this is the last day, fuck it, man. I'm not here. I'll be riding my motorcycle. I'll be doing all kinds of crazy shit. Everything. If this is the last day. So that's completely wrong. That's not my philosophy. Well, my philosophy is try to get to the end of your day and look back and say, that was a good day. I did my best and it came out okay. That's it. Not my last day. Oh, live it like my last day. No. Live this day as if it is as important as the most important day you will have. That's my philosophy.
Perfect.
Great
Great,
lesson.
Blaze. Thank you. I have another question here. What do you think about the new bands in the heavy metal scene, Blaze? Some people say that in the future, heavy metal will be like classical music, you know, no new high quality bands appearing in the scenario. So the fans will stay listening to their old bands and idols. What's your opinion about that?
I don't know. I can't predict the future. And now things are very different from when I started. It was always about live. And my heavy metal and rock past was always about performing live and being good live, then making a record. For pop bands, it was never that. For pop bands, it was always make a record, then go out live. If that record is a hit, go out live. And some pop bands, let's have 3 big hits, then we start live touring. That's not the way for me. I think, well, not what I want is bands to write their own material from their heart, to perform it live, become very good musicians so that they can control and manipulate the emotions of music to make me feel good or sad or regretful or hopeful, so that when I listen to a band, I'm hearing a connection, I'm hearing an emotion that goes in through the ear and to the heart. That's what I want. How they do that, I don't know. And I'm not sure that everybody else wants that. I think there are many people that want loud, hard, aggressive, or a bit fun and dancing and rock and roll. I don't think everybody wants the same thing as me, but I would like it if bands, right from the heart, what's new now compared to when I started, it's not expensive to make an album. So for new bands, I think now it's very, very important that you learn to record yourself well and compare your recordings with the giants like Iron Maiden and Queen and Sabaton and Nightwish and all of those bands. And when it is possible, you can get your recordings up to that standard and learn to write. It's possible to do that in your home with a small amount of equipment. It's absolutely possible. So I want people, young bands, to realize that and not be in the trap of, I must have a record deal. No, you must learn to write songs that mean something, and you must ask yourself a very difficult question, and that is, why would anybody want to listen to me? And when you can answer that question honestly, that is the seed that will grow into something great.
Perfect. Thank you, Blaze. Felipe, please, your next question.
All right. So, Blaze, I have this question as well from a friend of ours that just was.
Yeah, what it is, I use moisturizer so it helps with the wrinkles. Yeah.
Okay. So
why I look
was
so
it.
young? Is that it? Why I look so
Yeah.
I'm using moisturizer.
It was exactly it.
And I'm brushing my teeth every week. That doesn't change.
Good advice.
Those are my beauty secrets. You can tell your friend, and that's free. I'm not charging for that.
Very nice. But one thing is, he's saying here that he's a great fan of yours and your work, and he thinks your solo work particularly is of a very high quality. And he wants to know what album of your solo career you think best represent your whole career? If you have one album that you say, okay, this album would be the
It's this
first one.
It's this one. It's War Within Me. Because if you listen to this album, it has elements of everything in my career. You can hear the influence of Iron Maiden in some of the arrangements and the way that we've used the guitars and the way that the melodies are. You can hear the influence of Wolfsbane because of the energy and sometimes the joy of what we've done on War Within Me. And you can hear what is important to me in a recording, and that is a powerful heavy metal lead guitar and big memorable riffs that will move your body and move your mind. So if you listen to War Within Me, all of those elements are on there, and you can listen to that and go, this bit, this sounds a bit like something from Silicon Messiah, where we've taken an idea and gone, you know what? This is a great solution for this problem. Let's take that and put it here. This is like something from my trilogy or like that. So I think the album that I would most want new fans to listen to and I would be judged by is War Within Me. It is, for me as an artist and a producer, the most complete thing I have ever done.
Very well.
Perfect. Amazing. Blaze, we are almost in 30 minutes of interview. Do you have some time for some more questions?
Yeah.
Okay. Please, Daniel, could you please go ahead with your question?
Sure. Blaze, we know you have a lot of fans in Brazil. Do you know any Brazilian heavy metal band? If so, what do you think about them?
Yeah, I've been with a few different metal bands from Brazil, and what is great is that many of the bands are really honest, and you can hear a bit of their roots, but they translate that into a heavy sound. So, and it's not just thrash and hardcore bands, but I think in my heart, I feel there will be a band that will come and be more important than Angra. So I feel that's coming. I don't know where from, but I feel there is something coming. Maybe in the next 3-4 years, there will be another band, maybe not the same style, but as important and influential as Angra.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Perfect. We have another question here from Robson that could not be here with us. He wrote, I admire your courage when you reveal to the world your fight against depression and mental health that got in the way of your career. With that revelation, we could see that our idols are people like ourselves with common problems of the society. How you are dealing with that in this COVID-19 pandemic?
Well, I'm very lucky that I have good friends, and it's been challenging, but I'm also very lucky I've had my work. So even though things have been difficult, I've had my work to keep me going. I've had the support of my fans to keep me going. And in my regular life, then what I do is I try to take my vitamin C, vitamin D, and vitamin B complex is very important for brain function, and to do some small exercise each day is very important for brain function. And sometimes I have to take antidepressants, and sometimes I can manage without. So that's it, the same as what everybody does. I had counseling, and also I had the psychologist and learnt some cognitive therapy. And I look at my life and where it's going. And on my album, there is a song called Witch's Night, and that is an anti-suicide song because it describes being on a cliff but looking down at the dead you and wondering why you are there, and trying to find one good moment that when everything goes bad, you can fix in your mind a memory of one simple good thing that happened and remind yourself there have been good times and there could be again, and hang on to that in your mind. So that's what that song Witch's Night is about. My own battles in the past with suicidal thoughts.
Perfect. Great. Thank you. Luis, please.
Yeah. Lazy, if you would return in the time, there's something in your career that you can change or do something different?
That's an interesting question, Lewis. But my philosophy is not to look back.
Yeah.
Because it'll get you into all kinds of trouble. And if this was different, then doesn't that mean this would be different? And if this is different, doesn't it mean this could be different? So I have so many good things. I'm a small artist, very small, and I'm happy because being famous is fun, but it's not important. For me, what is important is to do good work that will last and that people will hold in their hearts. That's what's important. So if I look back, well, if I change that journey, do I get to this place? If I change that journey?
Maybe not.
Man, there's been some shit back there. There's some shit back there that I wish I hadn't gone through, that I wish I stayed at home, that I never did, that I never went with that girl, and I never went back to her after I finished with her. I really wish, man, those things. But really, it's a huge thing to say, which part would you improve? Because nothing is alone. Everything moves. You move one part, it's still part of the hand, but the hand is a different shape. So it's too difficult, man. I think my fans have supported me through bad times. When I wasn't good, when I was having problems with drink, when I lost my voice, all kinds of problems. So to change one thing would be to say that their support was not valuable. And for me, the support of my fans has been the most meaningful thing about my career. And it's got me to a place as an artist where I can do things I want to do and I believe in with my heart.
The cause and the consequences.
Yeah. But it's very interesting. Very interesting. And it's certainly a topic that I'll be talking about in 1 or 2 songs in the future. This affects this, but we don't
Great.
really know how. And it's very, very interesting.
Thank you.
Great, Blaze. We have some questions here from our viewers. One of them asks, what are you listening those days? I mean, what artists or bands that you take the most for reference?
Well, to listen to for pleasure, I often listen to Sabaton and a lot of old bands as well. And when I'm working, if I'm here in the studio and I need to set things up, and as a reference to my own mixes and different things, then I will listen to very simple recordings. And one of those is Dolly Parton, Jolene. And the guitars on that, it's all analog recording. It's all really pure, done to tape. And the musicianship and the stereo and all of the tones on my studio speakers is incredible. And that's one of the albums, one of the artists that I go to, and Kate Bush. And after that, you know, whatever is modern, I don't really care about the genre. I care about the technical side. Right. How is that sound? How have they got that sound? Is that something I want to use? Do I like that? I don't think that fashion in music is always good, because classic sounds, classic, ordinary, stick on snare drum, stick on drum, guitar, without these simple sounds never age. And there are records that you can listen to from 40 years ago that if nobody told you, you would go, oh, that's new, because you never heard it before. So I listen to lots of different things, really. And it makes listening to music, being a record producer, makes listening to music much more difficult, because you constantly go picking it apart. Just that guitar, what does that guitar do there with that drum and all of that? So I listen to a lot of film music as well.
Great. There's another one here. Is asking, is there any song that you consider more difficult to sing of your career?
Well, yes, there are songs that I have written when I was younger and I had more notes, and I used to use the top of my range a lot more. Those songs are difficult now. They're challenging, and I really have to practice and try to get that area of my voice back. But a normal thing for male singers, as they get older, they start to lose notes. In the higher registers, they aren't reliable, but the lower registers stay strong. So I'm careful in my writing as well. The spoken part of the voice, that register is very important to me, because when that's in a melody and goes to the listener, then it's in a place that really goes to the heart. Whereas in the higher registers, when things are more dramatic in that way, it's not as emotional. It's fun and it's exciting, but it's not so emotional. And what I tend to do is now I look much more for where is the emotion in the melody and the music and the lyric. And then in parts of my songs, I'm trying to give the excitement of big notes and big ideas and pushing the vocals up.
Great.
Great.
Felipe, please go ahead with your next question.
Okay, so this is very, very similar to the last question, but it's gotta take us back from where it started. Lazy, is there any artist, album, song that made you jump in rock and have that you listen and you say, okay, I wanna be like this, I wanna sing like this, I wanna band like this?
Well, yes and no. The artist that I started to become drawn to was Ronnie James Dio. His tone of voice, his power, but also the way that he was able to command a soft tone of voice, a soft melody, a gentleness, and then hit you with real power. And when I saw Ronnie James Dio live in Birmingham when I was a young man, that changed my life. That was what made me want to become a singer in a band. I saw Ronnie James Dio sing one of his old Black Sabbath songs, Children of the Sea. And when I saw him do that and heard him do that, that moment changed my life. I went to work. I worked at night. I was on a night shift cleaning the hotel. And I thought, do I want to be cleaning a hotel? Or do I want to be like Ronnie James Dio, singing in a band and touring the world? And I thought, well, nothing is stopping me. So that's what I did. And I learned to sing. I'm not a natural singer. I'm not a hugely talented musical genius. I learned to sing. I learned about music. I went to different coaches, different singing teachers. I loved to sing, but I was not a good singer. I learned to sing well. And that's it. And I'm very lucky that over the years, more people have enjoyed my singing, my style of music. And I'm very, very lucky to have found the thing that I wanted to do and to become good at it. I'm very lucky.
Yeah, you are one of a few in the world. Very good to know Ronnie James Dio and all of us.
And I don't know if Blaze saw our heads shaking from left to right, but we don't agree with us, Blaze. You are very talented. You are a very talented man.
You're very kind. Thank you.
Blaze, we have two more questions here.
Okay.
Only two. My question is: you talked about your next album of Wyllvern, right?
Yeah.
Could you please tell us more about that, or it's a secret yet?
Well, what happened is we were always going to make a Blaze Bayley album, Chris Appleton and me, in 2020. That was planned. But what happened was gigs got cancelled and we had more time. So we managed to finish our Blaze Bayley album on time when we said we would. And then after that, I started talking with the Wyllvern guys and everybody said, look, we think we could probably make another album because the guys had been writing music and lyrics and everything. And they said, we think we could do it. So with the vaccinations, we were all vaccinated so we could meet, and we met up. Bang! Just amazing. music just coming out, all the ideas that the guys have been working on and different lyrics, and oh man, just incredible. And we've been working on that a few days a week in between other things, and hopefully there'll be a new Wolfsbane record next year. And I know a lot of my heavy metal fans don't like Wolfsbane as much, because my Blaze Bayley things is me, it's metal, and it's strong in that way. When you come to a Blaze Bayley concert, then it's okay, come and be a part of this event. When you listen to a Blaze Bayley record, it's come and share this with me. When you listen to a Wolfsbane record, it is, we are kicking down your door and demanding that you have fun. So it's a different approach. Some people like both, but some people like one or the other. I love both. It's two sides of my personality that I'm very lucky to have the opportunity to express.
Great, thank you. We're excited to have this album launched as soon as possible. Daniel, please, your question.
Yeah. Blaze, following your solo career, I noticed a heavy and dark singer. So, can you walk me through your process for writing new material? What's your secret for that?
Well, I'll tell you one of the things that many people in my situation do, and that is, when ideas come, we record it on the phone, on the dictaphone. In the old days, it was always a notepad and a dictaphone. You must catch those ideas. They're like butterflies. You don't see them every day. They won't come to you every day. You won't get this every day. So when you get the idea and it comes and you find yourself humming a melody and you go, oh, actually, that's my melody. So that you have to catch it. A lyric will come, or you don't even know that it's a lyric. Two interesting words will come and you go, I'll write those two interesting words down. That's interesting, those two words together. You don't know if that's going to come to life in 10 days or 10 years. On my Blood and Belief album, I have a lyric that was a line on a piece of paper that I had for 10 years. And it never worked at any song ever until I was there with a bit of music on Blood and Belief album, and then it came. And oh yeah, this is what the lyric is. This is what it's about. And it came. So keep everything and work on your technique. Make sure that you're getting all of your syllables matched up, and you're singing. If you're writing for yourself, double check that you're in the right register. Try the song in different registers, the melody in different registers, and find the one that you feel comfortable. And for me, emotional. Yeah, here I've got the emotion here. That's where I want to sing. The key for most of the song has to be there. Sometimes we get a lovely music with melodies, and then I'm going, I've got to find the lyrics. I don't know where to start. And sometimes I'll have a bunch of lyrics and it'll be written out lovely like a poem, and it gives its own melody and rhythm. So there's not one way to do it, but catch the ideas, and when you get stuck, walk away, come back 10 minutes later, and look again with a fresh perspective.
Great. Blaze, we have, it's all. We passed through our questions here. And we want to thank you for your time here with us. It was a very special time for all of us. You are an idol for all of us here in this channel.
Thank you.
And we have a sentence that we say in the end of every live, that we say that everyone that is not metal is plastic. So
That's very cool.
very cool.
Cool, man.
It was created. It was created by Louis. Okay.
That's very cool, Louis. Very cool, man.
Could you say it to us just to end this live?
Okay. I'm Blaze Bayley. Everyone that is not metal is plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you very much.
Perfect, Blaze. You are amazing, man. Thank you for your kindness and all your time. I want to say thank you, everyone who made the interview possible, and thanks to every.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Blaze.
Thank you very
Bye,
much.
my friend. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thanks for having me. Hope to see you with the next album. Good luck with your show, and stay safe.
Sure.
Thank
You
you,
as well.
Blaze.
Thank you, Blaze.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.